Hi, it's Betty again, and today I want to talk about preschool art. I love preschoolers. I love doing art with preschoolers, and I think it's pretty universal that people love the images and the artwork that preschoolers create. So through Young Rembrandts, we teach kids 3.5 to 5 how to draw. And when you teach children how to draw, you teach them how to create images, symbols, pictures, to see shapes and to build their discernment skills. And so along with giving them some empowerment in doing more art and a different kind of art, we also build their observation skills, their visual vocabularies, their time on task, and their discernment, patterning, all those things that really affect them in the academic classroom as well as in the art classroom. So today I wanted to share just a brief story about my own children when they were doing Young Rembrandts preschool classes. They're adults now, so this was a few years ago. But my son was 4 years old, and he attended a Montessori school nearby. And at the end of his day at the Montessori preschool, they had a Young Rembrandts class. So on this particular day, I came home and I knew he had drawn birds and birdhouses that day. So Dad had picked him up from school and gone home, and as I drove up, every single part of our sidewalk was covered with beautiful chalk, like sidewalk chalk, drawings of birds and birdhouses. Pink ones, blue ones, yellow ones, green ones, everywhere. Birdhouses and birds. And I recognized it as one of our Young Rembrandt lessons, and I was really curious what had happened in class that day because we were pretty used to drawing at our house, but oh my gosh, this had made an impact. So I went in the kitchen, and everywhere in sight were little pieces of paper with birdhouses and birds drawn on them. Napkins, the sisters' notebooks, paper, scraps, anywhere, birdhouses and birds. So it turns out, I found out later, that Matt had come home from school and taught all 3 of his older sisters how to draw birdhouses and how to draw birds, and they had been willing students. So as I moved through the house, Matt came bounding in the kitchen and said, Mom, like, do you want to learn how to draw a birdhouse? Do you want me to show you how to draw a bird? And so, of course, I said, yes. And so he sat down and showed me, just like in class, step by step, circle head, the shape of the body, the shape of the beak, showed me everything about it. And I found out later from his teacher that she had a birdhouse at home, like the real birdhouse she hadn't put outside yet, had brought it to class, talked about the shape of the birdhouse, talked about where the birds sit, where the birds eat, what do you do with the birdhouse, when do you feed the bird, when do you not need to feed the birds, and the entire experience of the physical birdhouse, the talking it all through, how it fit in his universe, and then the actual drawing and coloring lesson, which was 45 minutes of a lesson for a 4-year-old, was impactful in and of itself. And it was so powerful in the way it impacted him. And as a mom, I appreciate all the educational part of it, but what got me the most in the whole experience was the enormous wave of confidence and what it did for him as a child, as a person. So consider more art for your children, more art for your preschoolers, and consider the drawing and how impactful that can be in building confidence and building academic skills. Talk soon.